positions, either out straight, feet flat on the floor and the knees pointed to the ceiling, or you can have the soles of your feet together with your knees swayed to the sides. Any of the positions, whichever position you choose, just think about the equality of the body. So imagine that there's a line that runs from the top of your head down through your body and out through the pubic bone. And imagine that your legs are evenly placed on either side. Again, whether they're extended, bent, with knees pointing up or knees out to the sides. Just think about the sameness. Are they evenly placed on that imaginary line that runs down the center of your body? We oftentimes are off kilter, if you will. As we sit in our chairs, we slouch, we cross the legs, we, hitch legs to one side or the other. So just taking a moment to think about being evenly spaced, having the bones be stacked over one another. So especially if your legs are long, you want to make sure that your feet, your knees, your hips are all in line with one another, and that your shoulders align with your hips. Turn the palms up to face the ceiling, drawing the shoulder blades together, giving a slight lift to the chest. And then begin to let your breath come naturally in smooth inhalations and exhalations. And then bring your awareness to your body. Notice the parts of the body touching the mat. Feel the pressure of those places as they rest on the mat. Notice the sounds, the smells, the taste in your mouth, temperature in the room. Notice the light behind your eyes. Perhaps you see colors or shapes. With each one of your exhalations, allow that body to let go. Let yourself feel drawn down by gravity, keeping you firmly planted and rooted to the earth. And make hooks with your index fingers and bring them to the center of your forehead. And just underneath the hairline, just below the hairline, and draw the fingers from the center of your forehead out to your temples. And just repeat that motion, moving down towards the brow line, applying a little bit of pressure. Help quiet the mind. Help soften the thoughts. We know that random thoughts pop into our mind all the time. Just when a thought comes into your head, acknowledge its presence. Maybe use the breath of your exhalation to send that thought on its way. And now bring your index fingers and middle fingers to your temples. Make some circles around the temples. And then go the other way. And then bring your fingertips to where your jaws meet and make circles there. And go the opposite direction. And then bring your palms together and rub the palms together. Let the base of your palms rest on your eyelids. Slight pressure on the eyes to help release the tension, maybe soften the eyes a bit as a result of maybe some eye strain. Sometimes they burn. It just feels good to me. So I hope it feels good to you too. And then bring the palms together again, rub the palms together. And then place them on your abdomen. And as you place the hands on the abdomen, think about that imaginary line running down the center of your body. Are your hands placed evenly on either side? Do the fingertips touch? Are they interlaced or woven in between one another? Feel the temperature of your hands. And feel the weight as they rest on your belly. And then draw the breath into the abdomen, letting it rise up gently, and then exhale. Inhale, feel the belly rise up into your palms, and exhale. Just take a few more breaths, breathing into the abdomen, isolating the breath there. And bring your hands to your ribs. Again, think about the placement. And now isolate the breath, breathing into your rib cage. As you inhale, draw the breath in, expand your ribs into your palms, and then exhale. Inhale, spread the ribs wide, and exhale. And take a few more breaths, breathing into the rib cage, breathing horizontally. Bring your hands to the center of your chest. And as we did with the abdomen and the rib cage, isolate the breath in your chest. Lift the chest into your palms with your inhale. And then let the chest descend with the exhale. Inhale, spread the collarbones wide. Lift the chest into your palms. And exhale. Just take a few more breaths, breathing into the chest. And now release your arms down by your sides. Now let your breath come back to its natural rhythm. And then bring your feet flat to the floor with the knees pointed up to the ceiling. And gently rock your knees from side to side. And begin to warm up the top of the glutes and the sacrum. And if your knees were splayed to the sides, it helps to release the hips a little bit. And not release the hips, but just give them a little bit of a wake-up call, I guess. And then extend your legs onto the mat and just slide the heels, tap the backs of your legs to bring some energy and heat to the backs of your legs. And then relax. Take your arms up, reach them behind you. Stretch the fingertips away, gently press the heels down and lift your kneecaps up. And then exhale your arms by your sides, relax your legs. Reach up with your arms, take them behind you. Stretch the body. And then exhale, bring your arms by your sides. Inhale, reach the arms up. Take them behind you, press the heels down, lift the kneecaps, reach out through your fingertips and press out through the soles of your feet. And then relax your legs, bring your arms up towards the ceiling so you can see the backs of your hands, and open and close your hands. And then shake your hands a little, just like you're trying to dry water or get water off your hands. And then tuck your thumbs under your fingers, make a loose fist and make some circles with your wrists. And go the other way. Then flip your palms up to the ceiling, point your fingers down to the floor, and wave your hands up and down. Bring your palms together, interlace the fingers all the way down to the webbing. And then turn the palms, flip them up towards the ceiling. Try and keep the thumbs and pinkies together. And then press the palms up to the ceiling. Bring the backs of your hands to your chest and press your hands down towards your feet. Bring the backs of your hands to your chest and reach the arms up to the ceiling. Take your folded hands behind you, press the palms away, press out through the soles of your feet, do a pelvic tilt. Relax the body, release the interlace of your hands, wiggle your fingers, maybe wiggle the toes a little. And then bring your arms back up towards the ceiling with the palms facing one another. And shrug your shoulders up and place them down. Feel the shoulder blades come together. And lift the arms, reach up and shrug. Feel the shoulder blades separate. And then bring them down. Reach the fingertips up towards the ceiling, shrug the shoulders off your mat, and then place them down. Hold on to opposite elbows, take them behind you, and let your arms rest either on a pillow behind you or on your forehead. Take a couple of breaths here. See if you can focus on breathing into the ribs. I find that this horizontal breathing is a lot easier to do when the arms are extended like this versus having them resting on the rib cage. And just feel the front to back, side to side motion of the breath of the body. Feel the openness underneath your arms. And then walk your legs to the left corner of your mat. Bring the right arm next to your right ear and draw the arms over towards the left. Press out through the soles of your feet. And then come back to the middle. Take the legs over to the right corner of your mat. Press out through the soles of your feet and draw the arms over to the right. For a stretch on the left side of your body. Come back to the middle and take the folded arms, bring them up, let them hover above your ribs. Make circles make circles with your arms to lubricate your shoulders. And then slide your arms to the left and take your gaze right. And then slide your arms right and take the gaze left. Reach your arms to the ceiling. Refold your arms, lower them down, make circles in the other direction. And then slide your arms to the right and gaze left. And slide the arms left, gaze right. Reach your arms up to the ceiling. Take them all the way behind you. Reach the fingertips away, press the heels down, lift the kneecaps, do a pelvic tilt. Press out through the soles of your feet. Anything else you can think of from here till you do? And then exhale, relax the body, bring your arms down by your sides, and just pause, let everything go for a moment. Let all the muscles be soft, let your breath come easily. One more breath. And then bring your toes to point up to the ceiling and scrunch and spread the toes. Point and flex your feet. Make some circles with your ankles. And then go the other way. Bring your big toes together and windshield wipe your legs to lubricate your hips. And then once again, slide your heels, tap the backs of your legs, and bend your knees. And before we sit up, just rock your knees again from side to side. And then either press yourself up to a seated position or roll to one side and sit up. Take your legs out in front of you. You might want to just keep your legs on the mat. It's a little warm, the floor is cold. And just bring your hands down towards your shins. Give yourself a moment or two to just let the back release a little bit. Let the backs of the legs open up. You may feel this in both backs of your legs and in your lower back, maybe mid-back area. And then come back up, just take the hands behind you, windshield wipe the legs again. Point and flex your feet again. And come forward. And then walk yourself up. Take your legs as wide as your mat. Take a block or two, might need to. And then just come forward and let your forehead rest on the block. Or 3 or 6. I know. Yeah, don't overstretch here. Just go as, go down and let your forehead rest. And then come back up. So in these forward bends, it's not as much about going low. It's about being able to let the back release. So when you rest your forehead, it releases the back of your neck a bit, and it also just lets you, instead of hanging and pulling on your muscles, especially up here in the trapezius muscles, it gives them support, so you're not pulling on them, and then they don't draw on the rest of the muscles in your back. So it's not as much about getting low, it's about doing it right. And now take your feet, bring them flat to the floor. And then just reach, take them as wide as your hips, and then reach through, press the fingertips down around your back. Extend your legs and hinge forward. And then round your, bring the knees in, reach through, round your back. Extend your legs and hinge forward. And one more time, bend your knees, reach through, press the fingertips down, round your back. And extend your legs, hinge forward. And then press down into your shins, lift up your chest. And come back up. And then take your right leg and the left leg and cross them. And again, bring your blocks out in front of you. Just stack the blocks and come forward, let your forehead rest. Press your palms down, lift up your chest. And then walk yourself up and cross, change the cross of your legs, so left leg in, and then the right. And slide forward, let the forehead rest. And then come back up. You can set the blocks aside. Let's just come on back down onto the mat for a little bit more stretching. With your feet flat on the floor. Walk your hands down towards your feet and then press the back into the mat by doing a pelvic tilt and release. Press your feet, press the back into the mat and release. And press your feet, press the back into the mat and release. Draw your knees into your chest and rock in and out. Keep the thighs hugged in. Take the legs a little wider and rock from side to side. And then let your knees fall away. Cross the left ankle over the right. Separate your knees and make small, slow circles around the low back and sacrum. And really just bring your awareness to that area and feel the parts of the body touch the mat with each one of your circles. And then hug your thighs in. Let the legs fall away. Recross your ankles. And again, make slow circles around the low back and sacrum, keeping your awareness at the parts of the body that touch the mat as you make your circle. And then draw your thighs in, rock the legs in and out. Uncross the ankles, hold on behind your knees. Bring your feet flat up towards the ceiling with your thighs at your ribs and just rock the thighs in and out. Stretch your legs up and point and flex your feet and make some circles. Go the other way. And then bring your thighs in towards the ribs and press your legs up. Bring your thighs in and press the legs up. And bring your thighs in and rock your thighs in and out. Keep your thighs hugged in, rock side to side. And then bring the soles of your feet together and hold on to your ankles. Bring your feet to the floor, extend your legs, extend your arms, point your toes, do a pelvic tilt, and stretch the body. Take a deep breath in and bring your left thigh in close to your chest, rock in and out. And then bring the left knee over to your right shoulder. And then bring it over to your left shoulder. Make some circles with your left hip. And then go the other way. Draw your thigh in towards your ribs. And then reach your leg up. Hold on behind your thigh. Press your thigh into your hands. Draw the hands back against your thigh. And bring the arch of your left foot to the right knee. Take your left hand out to a T and bring your knee over towards the right. Come back up to the middle, extend your legs and your arms. Take a deep breath in and exhale, bring the right thigh in and rock it in and out. Bring your right knee to the left shoulder. And then bring the right knee to the right shoulder. Make some circles with your right hip. And then pause, go the other way. And then bring your thigh in towards your ribs and stretch the leg out. And press your thigh into your hands. Gently draw the hands back against the thigh. And bring the arch of your right foot to the left knee. And then take the knee over to the left. And then keep your shoulders on the mat. Come back up to the middle, bring both feet to the floor. Press the feet, press the lower back into the mat. And release and press your feet, press the back into the mat. And release, take your feet as wide as your mat. Press the feet, press the back into the mat. Release and rock the knees from side to side. And bring the feet back to hip distance apart. Take your left shin over the right knee. Use your left hand to roll open the hip and create space. And then either thread your hands through and hold on to the back of your right thigh, or draw both knees into your chest and rock them in and out. And then bring the right foot to the floor, cross the left leg all the way over. Bring your knees in and rock them in and out. And then lower the right foot again. Take your left hand out to a T. Use your right hand to draw the knees over to the right. You can keep your gaze at the ceiling or look out over your left shoulder. Come back up to the middle, uncross your legs, rock the knees from side to side. Bring the feet back to hip distance apart. Cross your right shin over the left knee. Roll open the right hip with the right hand. And then draw the knees into your chest and rock them in and out. And then lower your left foot, cross the right leg all the way over. Bring your knees in and rock. Keep the belly soft as you rock in and out. And then lower the left foot to the floor. Take your right hand to a T and bring your knees over to the left. Again, you can keep your gaze at the ceiling or over your right shoulder. Come back up to the center, uncross the legs, take your legs as wide as the mat, rock your knees from side to side. Take your knees all the way over to the left. Come back up to the middle, take them all the way over to the right. Come back up to the middle, extend your arms, extend your legs, stretch your body. Remember that balance between effort and ease. And as you breathe in, then breathe out. You can bring your arms down by your sides, bend your knees, let's roll to one side. And come up onto hands and knees. As you come into table, put around your back, you press your hands down, draw the navel up and in. Then inhale, lift your chest, round your back, and lift your chest, and round your back. And lift your chest and come to a neutral spine. Take your right arm and left leg up. Keep your gaze at the mat. Lift your navel up and up towards the spine, and then reach the arm and leg away from one another. And lower. Take your left arm and right leg up. And lower. Right arm, left leg. And lower. And left arm, right leg. And lower. And round your back. And lift your chest. Press back to extended child's pose. Bring your big toes together. Separate your knees. Press your hips back. And let your head rest either on the mat or on your hands or stacked fists. And then slowly roll up to sit on your heels. Take a block. If it's uncomfortable for you to sit directly on your heels, take a block and place it between your ankles, horizontally on the flat side. Good.
Need a little more.
Did you put two? Or
I put it on my blanket.
Yeah. Okay. And then just roll your shoulders. And reverse. And then inhale your shoulders up. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. Inhale up. Exhale. Reach up with your left arm and walk out to the right. As you reach with the left arm, draw the left hip back and down. That nice deep stretch on the side of the body. A little bit into the lats. And then come back up. And then reach up with the right hand. Walk out to the left. And do the same here. So reach with the left finger, right fingertips, draw the right hip back and down. And then come back up. And take both arms up. Turn the palms and exhale. Reach both arms up. Turn the palms and exhale. Reach up with both arms. Turn your palms and exhale. Take your hands behind you. And then lift your hips up. And just place them down again. You'll feel a big stretch in your quads. You feel it? You feel a stretch in your quads? Yeah, let's do it.
Yes.
Okay, only 20 more minutes, Linda. And then come forward to table and round your back. And then lift your chest and then slide the block aside. I always find it amazing that just that little teeny bit of an adjustment makes that much of a difference in the stretch in your quads. So if you have a blanket down, you can take it away. And let's take the blocks to the top of the mat. And let's really mix it up today and start with the right foot instead of.
Oh my God. Well, I don't know if I can do that. Are you crazy?
I don't know if I can do it. I don't know if I can do it. I know. I'm getting a little weird in my old age. Press down into your breast and your chest. And then slide your hips back and straighten the right leg. And then come forward and press down to lift up and reach your arms up for Crescent Lunge. Bring your hands to your blocks and step your right foot back. Step the left foot forward. Press down into your blocks, lift up your chest, and then slide your hips back, straighten the leg. Come forward, press down to lift up, and reach your arms up. And bring your hands to your blocks. Curl the toes on your right foot, come up to a high runner's lunge. And then walk your blocks forward a little bit. Step in with the right leg. Take as many steps as you need. Bring the blocks to just in front of your toes and out underneath your shoulders. And then bend and straighten your knees. And then bend your knees, bring your ribs to your thighs, bring your hands down to the floor. And then slowly begin to straighten your legs, roll yourself up, reach your arms up, hold on to opposite elbows, Exhale to the left. And then inhale up and exhale right. Inhale up. Keep your hips facing forward. Press down into your feet. Twist to the right. And come back. And then twist to the left. And come back and then release the arms down. And pause for a moment in Tadasana. Take your arms up. And then exhale, fold forward. Inhale up halfway. Exhale, bend your knees, bring your hands to the floor, step your feet back for downward facing dog. Good. Good. Slide forward to plank. Bring your shoulders over your wrists, press down through your arms, and then press the hips back. Look forward to your hands and step your left foot forward. And then step your right foot in to bring your foot onto the mat. And then inhale, come up, warrior one. Okay. Good. Fold your hands forward. Step your right foot back to the up front, to be even with your left. And then inhale up halfway and lower down. And then inhale, come all the way up. Reach up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale up halfway. Lower down, bend your knees, plant your hands, and step your feet back for downward facing dog. Glide forward to plank. Press through your arms. That's it, good. Press back for downward dog. Look forward to your hands and step your right foot forward. Step your left foot in slightly and lower the heel down onto the mat. So your toes point towards the top of your mat. And then inhale, come up, bring your hands either to your thigh or all the way up. Turn your toes forward here. There you go. Step your foot in. There you go.
Okay.
There you go. Now put the heel down. There you go. And then. Up. Good. Fold forward. Bring your hands to the floor. Step your left foot forward. Inhale up. Exhale, lower. Inhale all the way up. Reach up. And then exhale your hands down to your heart. Pause in Tadasana. Good. All right. Come to the center of your mat. And step your feet wide. Take a block to the back corners of your mat. So you have it there. And then turn your left toes out to 90 degrees. Turn your right toes in. Soften your knee. Turn your thigh to the pinky toe side, and then straighten your leg. Reach your arms out to a T and relax your shoulders. Reach with your left hand, bend into your left hip, and then bring your hand to your shin or a block. And anyone with a shoulder problem, keep your right hand at your hip. Otherwise, take the top arm up. Press down into your feet. Inhale, reach up. Come back to arms parallel. Reach back with the right arm. Bend your left knee. Look out over your left fingertips. And then lower your hand, your back hand to your thigh. Flip your palm, reach up, reverse warrior. Come back to warrior two. Bring your back hand to your hip. Bring your forearm to your thigh, or if you want, take the block behind your ankle and put your hand on the block. So either way, right hand is on your hip, roll the shoulder open, reach the arm up, and then turn your palm so that it's going to face the floor as you bring your arm next to your ear. Sweep the top arm down, around, come back up to warrior two. Reach back with your back arm, straighten your front leg, bring your hands to your hips, and turn your feet. And then take your right toes out and turn the left toes in. Soften your knee and turn your thigh to the pinky toe side. And then straighten your legs, lift the kneecaps, reach your arms out for a T to a T, relax your shoulders, reach with the right arm, bend into your right hip, bring your hand to your shin. Again, you can keep your hand at your hip if you need to, and then take the top arm up. Press down into your feet, inhale, reach up. Come back to arms parallel. Reach back with your left arm, bend your right knee. A warrior two. Good. Good. Lower the back hand to your thigh, flip your palm, reach up for reverse warrior. Then you can bring your hand to your heart.
Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Bring your arms back to parallel. And now bring your back hand to your hip. Glide forward. And again, you have an option. Bring your hand either forearm to your thigh or take the block to the outside of your right ankle. Roll the left shoulder open. Reach up with your left arm. Bring it next to your ear. Turn the palm down towards the floor. Sweep your top arm down, around, come back up to warrior two. Reach back with your back arm, straighten your front leg, bring your hands to your hips, turn your feet, and heel toe or hop your feet together. And then let's come back down onto the mat. So make your way down onto the mat. Then I will went by that.
Wow. Can we put our blankets down?
If you want, sure.
Yeah.
Sure, absolutely. And just draw the knees into the chest as you roll down onto your back. Rock your knees in and out. And bring your feet to the floor, take a block. Lift your hips and slide the block underneath your hips. And extend your right leg down on the mat. And then bring it back and take the left leg down on the mat. And bring that leg back. Take both legs out or do one at a time. It's up to you. You can feel it in the front of your hips, a little bit of a stretch there. And then bring both legs back. Bring your knees in towards your chest. And then reach the legs up. And as you pause here for a moment, bring your awareness to your feet. Feel the reverse flow of blood moving from your feet down through your shins and your thighs into the hips and the abdomen. And then bend your knees. Bring your feet to the floor. And as your feet touch the floor, again, feel the change in the blood flow. Again, this time moving in reverse action from the belly through the thighs down to the knees and shins and back into your feet. You feel a little excitement in your feet. Your toes are tingling and maybe you feel a little ticklish. And now press down with your feet, lift up your hips, slide the block away, lower yourself back down. Extend your legs and your arms. And take a deep breath in. Then exhale your arms down by your sides. And you can prepare, make any final preparations for Shavasana. Allow your breath to come back to its natural rhythm. Each exhalation, let yourself go. Slowly begin to bring some movement back into your bodies. Perhaps draw the knees in towards your chest. Rock them in and out. And then gently roll to your side. Take a long, slow, deep breath in. A long, slow, complete breath out. And then slowly bring yourself up to come and sit in Sukhasana. With your hands at the center of your chest, lower your head, reminding us to surrender the mind to the wisdom that resides in the heart. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. You can join me if you like. May the long-time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide your way.
Guide your way.
Namaste.